Does anybody actually remember what you guys did last time you were playing Storm Kings?
Went looking for Servant of the Shadow King, ended up talking to the Shadow King, flirted with the Shadow King, went to Everland, now we're helping out, fighting there, while, Inks has to attune to this damn conch to get to, Maelstrom.
Yep, that sounds all right. Who all, remind me, who all shook hands with him again?
Not me.
I think
You gave him a
Alex
high five.
might have been the only one that shook hands.
An air high five.
Oh, I thought you actually high fived him.
There was high-fiving, there was hugging, there was...
I'm pretty sure I bowed.
There wasn't any hugging because I already shook his hand before he started accepting things other than handshakes.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
Should have just hugged him anyways. He's a very loving man. Lich thing.
Was a lich, man. Maybe he was just a lich.
Sorry, I'm not playing the Necromancer yet. I'll get plenty of chances to hug liches later.
Ah, yes. How could I forget? Alright, yeah, so you guys were in Everland. A couple of you had volunteered to punch undead. Is that still, as soon as I find the Everland map, does that still stand? Are people still interested in punching undead with the Duke?
I mean,
using the Duke as like a bat?
I mean, we were just kind of doing that to kill time while Link's attuned.
That's true. Do you want to actually play that out at all, or?
Up to you.
I can go either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get that sweet,
Let's
sweet
do it.
EXP so we can get to 12.
Oh, you guys are going to hit level 12 at the end of this session, by the way. I will tell you this now. We need to ramp you up a little bit. I've been behind the curve. I meant to do this at the end of last session, but...
So no TPKing, guys.
I feel like that's a general piece of advice.
Yes, but specifically, when we're leveling up, definitely don't TPK.
That would be a particularly inopportune time.
Yes.
Like session 3 is just like, well, that happened.
Guess we're re-rolling and starting a new campaign.
But session, like, I think we're on 42? I think we're on 42.
I wrote down EP 42 for my last set of notes. That
Yes.
assumes I can count.
I keep the number on my videos.
Yeah, so... And we're also like 4 or 5 from the end, so...
Yeah, we're not far.
Have we really been playing this campaign for almost a year?
Yes.
Yep.
Isn't it like over a year at this point?
Yeah, probably over a year.
I mean, 42 sessions once a week. Though I guess we have had breaks.
Yeah, you're assuming once a week, whereas weekly games are somewhere between 40 and 50 a year.
Yeah. So probably about a year. When did we start Storm Kings? Now I'm nostalgic.
I know this.
Now I'm nostalgic for this game.
Yeah, I only have a count of sessions.
I can look this up on my channel.
Alright. In the meantime, those of you who go to punch undead, the Duke wanders out over the fire line with you. He, in fact, clears a bit of a path for you through the fire using his fire immunity. Very handy thing. And he kind of wanders out, starts smashing undead with his mace. Who all was it who went out who wanted to punch undead? Adriel and Ox?
Definitely me.
Yeah, I mean, we did. I don't know if anybody else. Inks
Okay.
is staying behind. I don't know about Rich.
Just kind of have to.
I don't remember what I was doing, but I don't think I was going with y'all to punch undead.
Maybe cantrip them from across the fire line.
I mean, if everybody else is going, I don't want to be left alone. So
If all your friends went to fight a horde of undead, would you do it too?
I mean, that sounds like a normal Friday night. So of course.
All right. So, Rich firing cantrips from, or whatever you're doing. You guys are faced with a horde of undead that stretches as far as the eye can see. Some of them standard zombies and skeletons. A few of them more evolved versions. Some of them have worms crawling in and out of them, and when you hit them, they explode and shower the worms all over you. Some of them are devourers and have tiny little skeletal babies screaming from their rib cages. Some of them fly amongst the endless ranks of undead. What do you want to hit, guys?
This is why I have exploding weapon strikes.
An excellent point.
So yeah, green flame whip all over the place.
All right. You green flame whip all over the place. You whip it good.
I need a new hat.
You need a new hat.
Devo hat.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Devo hat.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Unless I'm still mishearing you.
Oh, a Devo hat?
It's like a pot plant turned upside down.
Yeah, for Devo and the Whip It Good music video.
Okay. That is.
You've never seen it?
No!
How fucking young are you?
Oh, right, he's a youngin'. I forgot. I'm sorry. He's a wee babby.
You knew this!
I forgot.
I'm still in university. Jesus.
I mean, even for the older of us in this room, it was kind of before our time, anyways.
Yes, but it's ubiquitous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
not
the
that
fuck?
ubiquitous.
Yeah, I don't think it
just
is as much as y'all want it to be.
Maybe not the music video, but at least
I
the
just
song.
googled this hat. What the fuck is this hat?
It is the Devo.
I seriously believe it's a plant potter or a plant pot type thing.
Basically.
I'm really enjoying the like disdainful look on this one woman who's wearing this hat. Okay. Oh, neat. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, that guy. Actually, he's been doing movie soundtracks for decades now, but
All right, good to
he
know.
used to have a band.
Maybe I'll look him up. Anyhow, you whip it good. Would you judge me if I said the only reason I know that song is because of Pitch Perfect?
I'm judging you anyway.
Only because you're a wee
Okay.
babby.
Do you know how many modern pop songs I only know about because of Pitch Perfect 1 and 2?
Did you not see 3?
That's fair.
I didn't realize it was out yet.
Oh, it's been out for like a month. 2 months almost now.
I love music. I love harmonies. I've never seen a Pitch Perfect movie.
Huh. That's a shame.
I listen to the actual radio like a geezer.
I don't own
It
an
still
actual
exists?
radio.
I don't have enough
Indeed.
idea of what I like, which is J-pop.
I don't own a car. I don't own an actual radio. The closest I get to a radio is to like random songs that I've never heard before is my Spotify Discover playlist. Because I am a wee babby.
I forgot to add that's also a very 80s plant pot.
It seems like something that would come from the 80s. That horrific time.
Yeah, it's pretty damn 80s.
I was about to make a joke about disco, but then I remembered disco is the decade before.
Disco is the 70s, and disco is, as it turns out, more restrained than 80s design.
Yes, because 70s was more about all the coke.
Yeah, it's fair.
There was a lot of cocaine in the 80s, too.
Yeah, now we just have fentanyl.
No,
Anyhow.
we just have Tide Pods.
No, now we have fentanyl. Which is much less fun.
So anyway, undead punching.
Yes! Whipping! You whip it good. Your whip lashes across the ranks of undead, reducing over the course of your time out there positively scores of them to ashes and shredded little undead bits as you whip them. Whip them real good. Yep, basically. Occasionally you get a little bit of fire on the Duke. He kind of just chuckles and smashes more undead.
Yeah, I figure he can handle.
Yeah. He's a big boy. He can handle himself. Ox, anyone in particular you want to go for?
Probably just running through crowds, going for the biggest ones I can find.
That classic of combat doctrine. Hit the big one first.
It's worked for us.
I mean, yeah. I'm not arguing that. All right. So you wander through a couple of you run through several crowds of undead. You come across many big ones. Sometimes they're just like minotaur skeletons that have their horns poking up above the crowd. You do run into a devourer at one point and manage to beat the shit out of it. Good times. Good times. You punch a lot of undead. Rich, what are you doing?
Fireball?
Fireball. All right. So,
Don't use up all your spells. We gotta get to Maelstrom.
I mean, I feel like if these are a bunch of low-level undead, this should solve our problems. Unless we want to kill more time, and then I can back off a bit.
make me an Arcana check real quick. All right. So you're throwing cantrips across the wall. Then you look at this big wall of fire in front of you, and you think to yourself, if I combine my fireball with some of this big wall of fire, I bet I'll get a really big fireball.
Go on.
So you look at the wall of fire, You think about your fireball spell a little bit. You kind of look out into the distance, calculate the angles that you don't hit anybody you like. You cast your fireball. It soars through the wall of flames, triples in size, and explodes out amongst the undead, scattering body parts through the air.
So problem solved.
Part of the problem solved, yeah. Still lots more. But definitely part of the problem solved. I should, make a color for where the undead are. So that green patch of scribbles is basically where the undead are. Because I'm using a mouse and I don't want to get my tablet. But yeah, big boom. Good job.
Polygons are your friend.
Yeah, I could do that. But that's too late now. Anyhow, this goes on for about an hour or so, while Inks is sitting back, smoking and staring at a conch, while the rest of you risk your lives fighting undead.
I have a very important job to do, thank you.
Of course you do.
Who else is gonna get us to Maelstrom?
Maybe you could ask that lovely fellow in the front row with all the worms hanging out of his face. He looks like a proficient user of magical items.
Nah, I don't like the smell.
Probably for the best.
You don't get your deposit back on that conch after it uses it.
I don't think the Duke asked you for a deposit.
He would ask for one after something with worms crawling out of it used it.
Alright, so an hour passes. You punch undead, you blow them up. The Duke crushes a bunch with you guys. You give the defenders of the Wall of Fire a temporary reprieve. So they use the time to kind of stack up some more oil, make sure that they have enough fuel to keep the fire going, and treat some of their wounded. They look like they're in a bit better shape because of you guys stepping out there and punching a lot of undead. But the hour passes. Inks, you suddenly feel attuned to the conch, as if you could use its teleportation magic to send yourself and others somewhere.
Hooray!
Somewhere very specific. What do?
Guess go find them, see how they're doing.
They're still outside the wall, unless you guys want to start pushing into the actual back parts of the city.
Did they take the,
Stay with the line.
Did you guys take the carpet, or can I use it to find you?
We probably wouldn't take the carpet because none of us are going to fight from it.
Alright, then go ride the carpet and try to find them.
Alright.
Just in search of the biggest boom, which is probably Richard's fireball.
But Richard isn't with his fireballs. You can find them pretty easily. They're still more or less just outside the wall, and you can track them because the Duke is still waving his flail around and crushing undead and cackling.
Oh yeah,
Alongside.
that's pretty easy. You're doing
He is
wonderful,
not subtle.
darling.
He is not a subtle man.
Yeah, we all know about lack of subtlety.
Why be subtle when direct is a lot more appropriate in some cases?
No, being forward was my job.
For fun and profit, then?
Exactly. Are you all ready, darlings?
Oh, yep.
So you go down and make him up.
Yep.
All right. So you drop down, pick him up. I'm gonna say those of you who left outside of the wall, I'm gonna say you take a third of your health in damage. A lot of the undead they're mooks. But there are a few out there who can actually hit you and hurt you. Round it down.
Right.
All right. But you all, the Duke steps in and covers you all as you hop on the flying carpet. Go! 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 Oh, this is fun. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Of course, of course. Take care, Duke. We'll hopefully be back soon.
Indeed. Be well. I'm Dupar.
I'm depart, darling.
He bows his head briefly, stomps back inside the fire line, and starts yelling at the humans. Get their shit together.
Are you all going to be alright if we jump into hostile territory here? Looking at health-wise. I don't think they have any healing potions to spare at the moment.
We could do hit dice. I mean, give us a little while, it'll be fine. If we're in a rush to get there, we can live through it.
Short rest then.
All right. I assume you want to retreat from Everland before you try and rest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You head off a little ways east of the city on your flying carpet. You take a brief rest before teleporting. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Before teleporting to Maelstrom.
You, what, 26 damage apiece? Was that what that was?
That's me. I took a third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then, what was it, 79 damage?
No. Take a third of your max health.
Ah,
I figured I'd just give you
Gotcha,
guys a
gotcha.
general number.
All right.
All right. Cool. So, are you ready to go to Maelstrom?
Trying to remember. Before we go, trying to remember all the information that we have about storm giants or who to talk to. Somebody mentioned a specific one that might be best. Who was that?
It may have been the Oracle.
Yes, I'm looking through the Oracle's notes. Use it to visit Hekaton's court. Misled by eldest daughters with the throne, so there's another kid we should talk to. Was that it?
Whatever the Oracle told you.
Oh, did the Shadow King tell us anything? I feel like he told us something.
I don't think anything about his daughters. They named, the Shadow King named, the Oracle named his 2 oldest daughters.
Yeah.
He does have a younger one. He has 3.
Yeah, so if the eldest ones were dealing in shit, then the youngest is probably the one to go. See, hopefully. Maybe she'll listen. I feel like we actually heard that from the Shadow King. Fuck, what was that? Because we were asking him questions since he knew a lot of stuff.
He does know a lot of stuff. Yes, you are correct.
Nadriel gets back and asks, like, if there's any notes about that.
Sorry about that. Family call out of the blue.
Oh, good.
Anyway, I heard something about asking me when I got back.
Yeah, did you have any notes on what the Shadow King explicitly told us? Like, any information? Did he give about the Storm Giants at all? I feel like there was, and I can't remember what it was.
I don't have notes to that effect. Sorry.
Well, we can guess we need to talk to the youngest daughter who wasn't called out by the Oracle for being a shit.
That's something you could do.
And Roll20 kicked me out. Great. Reset.
Yeah, it kicked me out briefly, too.
Damn you! I guess the question is, how do we want to do this? We're just walking into their, not lair, but area suddenly.
Castle?
Castle.
Dominion?
Yes.
Paramount?
Yes,
the
I'm talking to myself. Castle Paramount.
it's the home of the ruler of literally an entire species.
Exactly.
It
Well,
deserves
it
a
was,
grant.
if he wasn't somewhere else at the moment.
It still technically houses the ruler of the entire species. Not Hecton, but the person who was named to be king while he's missing and or dead.
Oh, wait, was I thinking of the? No, I wasn't thinking of the Google Doc that you gave us a while back, was I? I need to find that one again and look at it. No, never mind. Okay. I suppose no time like the present.
All right, you want to activate your conch?
Yep.
Alrighty. So you raise the conch to your lips and blow into it. As everybody grabs onto you, I assume, to teleport.
Story of her life.
Of course. You're all suddenly jerked from your feet with the sounding of the conch. And you hurtle through the extra-dimensional tunnel to arrive in short at soon as it lets me ping. There we go. This lovely big GIF. Glyph. Did I just say GIF instead of glyph?
Yeah.
It's a magical moving picture. Got it.
You arrive at this big glyph in the upper right-hand corner of the map.
Take a look
So-
around. Is anyone here?
Nope. So you teleport atop a glowing glyph carved into the floor of an alcove in a rough-hewn stone chamber. The walls here are covered with bioluminescent lichens, snails, starfish, and barnacles. There are tiny little harmless crabs crawling across the floor, avoiding the sigil. And you hear a powerful female voice, accompanied by the tones of a masterfully played pipe organ, coming from a staircase across the room from you. There's also a pool of water directly in front of you, a smaller pool to your south, and a couple of hallways leading off the room that you're currently in.
Suppose probably head towards the music.
That makes as much sense as anything.
All right. As you come off the glyph, there is a small window above the pool, right around here, that leads out into what looks to be an underwater maelstrom that's swirling about, carrying debris in its wake, and heading downwards. The pool appears to contain an underwater passageway that leads out into the maelstrom. There we go.
Giants are so flashy, aren't they?
This hall's dark, isn't it? Motherfucker. One sec. All right. So, as you come up the stairs, you come into a open chamber. Music is filling it. There are 2 levels to the room, so there's a 15-foot raised ledge to the north and east, and some ramps leading up to it. There are some lovely barnacle-covered pillars that rise to meet the very high lofted ceiling, and a huge crystal window to let light in. Under the crystal window, there is what looks like an enormous crab. It's got some colored nodes and what looks like a hollow flute growing out of its shell. And somebody is tapping on its shell to play it. So there are a pair of storm giant women, one of whom is singing, the other of whom is providing instrumental accompaniment. They are attended by a cloud giant, a fire giant, a frost giant, and a stone giant, who are all paying rapt attention. Are you entering the room?
Sure.
Slowly, carefully.
All right. So as soon as the 2 storm giants at the far end notice you, they stop their performance. and a pair of storm giant guards quickly come over to interpose themselves between you and the other giants. The voice that was saying, though, calls out, "Wait! Wait! I want to know what brings the puny things to court. Let them come in." And the upper storm giant kind of gestures at you with a couple of fingers. "Come in."
Things will give a bow but slowly move forward. Our apologies for interrupting your performance.
"Oh no, don't worry. We're very curious as to what's brought you to our home."
That's a good question. What were we going to tell them?
Do we have an idea of who these two might be based on any information we've gotten over the course of things?
They look pretty similar. They might be sisters. They're storm giants.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Trying to figure out which ones, but considering... Yeah, these are probably the ones we have to be careful about. But...
Nah, that would be too convenient.
So, our lives are just full of convenience. Let's see. We have traveled far, seeking an audience with the leader of the Storm Giants.
Why should we give you an audience with the queen? She says with an expression of disdain. Her sister titters a little bit.
Because we have knowledge of a proverbial snake in your midst that you may wish to deal with.
Interesting. You must be tired from the journey here, aren't you? Our oh so young, inexperienced sister, so new to her role, is far too overwhelmed with important matters to grant you an audience. But why don't you take rooms downstairs? We will let you know as soon as she can see you.
Oh, fuck.
Anybody else want to get in on that?
Oh my, yes.
Please.
Ooh, yeah, Rich. She's pretty sketchy.
Yeah, think.
I'll send Inks the signal.
What's the signal?
The signal that we talked about beforehand. Very secretive, and if I told you, it would give it away.
Very
Why
wiggly
don't you
brows.
why don't you perform the signal then?
I am performing the signal.
What is the signal now that you're performing it? Just so we're all on the same page here.
I figure it's just a slight nod or facial expression. I'm using Jake's definition of nod here.
Jay, you are not. You can light them on fire if you want, but
No. I meant because Jake a few times confused us when he was saying that like shaking your head is the same as a nod.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't remember that at all. Then again, apparently it's been like 2.5 years.
Basically, he's going to nod with a very particular hand gesture that makes
Yeah, there we
it
go.
look like he's agreeing. But we all know it's actually
Yeah. Okay.
a trap.
Sure. You guys can have that as your signal. So yeah, you get the signal from Rich.
The question is what to do about it, because we're technically in the middle of this. So...
The storm giants are expectantly watching you, awaiting your answer.
Kind of gives Adriel a side eye. Do we tell them? Just they sort of... They're
Not
sketchy.
yet. Don't tell him anything yet.
Mm-hmm. Huh. So do we just go with it for now and regroup?
Go with it for now.
And Inks will put back on her airs and be like, "You are most gracious, thank you."
Oh, do not worry. Here, guards! Show them downstairs to the small people quarters. The guards kind of push you around a little bit down the stairs. And we're going to take you back down a level. They show you into these lovely rooms over here, which, unlike what you've seen so far of the keep, are small person sized. Stay in here. We'll come find you when you're called for. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Crystal clear.
Good. Don't make any trouble. We won't have any. And with that, they leave.
Once we're out of earshot, Inks just Sits down, takes a smoke. So how long do you think until they try to kill us?
Well, they have to go find their weapons, so minutes.
Those would be the two the Oracle warned us about.
He even gave you their names.
Yeah.
Oh,
For the record, the one who was talking to you is Miran. The other one who chuckled at you was Nim.
yeah.
So,
Well then, regrouping.
what do you want to do now? You are in some lovely, actually quite nice, small guest rooms. So each room has 5 comfy beds, a nice circular rug, a barrel of drinking water, an empty dresser, and an empty wardrobe for each of you.
It's not like we're packing our gear up.
I mean, yes. Are you just gonna wait in your quarters though?
I figure we're at least talking, trying to figure this out. Because, I mean, we can wander around, or we can try to sneak out, but we also have no idea where the younger sister is, unless you know of any spell that can find her for us. Because I unfortunately don't.
You'll want to drop your tokens on the map as well in those rooms I pointed out to y'all. Perfect, perfect. All right, yeah. What do you guys want to do?
How long do we think we can be in here? Because Inks is gonna attune back to her rod. Rod of rulership.
Yeah, we can wait that long, and if they don't do anything, start poking around.
So at least talk a little bit. Can we think of anything that the leader might have that we can at least locate her, like locate an object? Do you have locate person?
I do not.
You have locate object, though. Yes? Somebody
I
tell me.
do. And I would have had that prepared.
Roll history with advantage. This is somewhat relevant to your religion.
Your religion, then?
You can roll religion as well if you want. I feel like those modifiers are the same for you, though.
They're not.
Oh, they are not. Okay. So, you recall tell of something called the Worm Skull Throne that the leader of the Storm Giants has. It is, as the name implies, a throne made out of the skulls of multiple dragons. You did an 18 will get you a decent sketch of the throne at least, that you can kind of picture in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find a picture of it so I can describe it to you a bit better. But you at least have a decent image of it in your mind. It is a very powerful magical artifact. Oh shit, that thing's fucking metal. Um, yeah, it's a massive throne. It's made of polished obsidian with oversized feet that are, in fact, the impaled skulls of 4 ancient blue dragons. And it is absolutely covered with giant ruins, or runes.
That's a hell of a chair.
It sure is. Here, actually. None of its powers are. It should have just popped up. Yeah. If it hasn't popped up, it's under magic items. But so that is a thing that the ruler of the Storm Giants currently possesses and uses as their throne.
Can you find that? Find that for us.
You cast and locate object to find the metalist throne of all time.
Yes.
Eight. So it is in fact within 1,000 feet of you. And it is in fact, you do a bit of simple geometry. And it's probably, let me switch back to the other floor. It's on the floor above you. Let me switch you back there for a second. It's likely off that way somewhere on this floor.
Okay.
So
So about how far away is that?
up the stairs from where you are back to it's back through that lounge where the giants were.
But straight shot from us, if there was no obstacles in the way.
like direct disintegration ray shot, probably like 600-700 feet.
So even straight through the floor would be too much?
Maybe? I don't know. Fuck, how high are the floors? One sec, let me check the height of the floors. Because I think I know what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Need 500.
Okay, so I am greatly mistaken. The second floor is 50 feet above the third floor. I'm going to make an assumption that you guys are probably there. Oh, this could go very interestingly. Okay. Gotta do some basic geometry. One sec. Okay, so direct shot, she is about 309.1 feet away from you. And I'm assuming you want to dimension door.
We can dimension doors straight there.
Oh boy. Alright, this ought to be good. Oh boy.
You should say,
Hold on, let me get another drink.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Rich, you would be very wrong. That is a very nice throne. It has some very sweet things. By which I mean it's definitely not an artifact.
Not at all.
Oh no, something that fucking metal can't possibly be powerful and magical. Yeah, okay, I'm just checking to make sure that there isn't like some teleportation blocker or something in Maelstrom. Alright. So, you just want to teleport straight there.
Who thinks and Rich can do it?
wait, what?
You have dimension door too, right?
Yes.
I think we can only carry one person with us, so we'd have to do it at the same time.
Right, but aren't we a party of 5?
You're a party of 4.
Oh, Yeah,
We used
okay.
to be, but then Soliloquy left.
Yeah.
That's right. Why are we
First, he's doing a
dimensioning
party of
dooring
5.
right on top of it? Is that because we don't trust the shady lady?
Oh, hell no. You're the one who pointed that out. And also, we kind of know that they're shady. The literal
They are
told
quite
us.
shady.
Right, but what's the game plan after?
Hopefully
Good question.
get to the younger sister before they do, and maybe we're able to talk to her. The younger sister, I mean.
You know we're not plan people, right?
I was just wondering if we thought this out past Dimension Door. Like, Dimension Door grab and try to run, or what?
We're not grabbing anyone, probably. We're talking as quickly as possible. And maybe she'll listen slightly, as long as we don't fuck anyone up.
That would be inadvisable.
Okay, so it's a Dimension Door and talk,
Yes.
which
Yes.
is something we're good at. Which okay, I'm on board. So yes, I can Dimension Door too, and ready whenever.
All right, you really wanna do this dimension door?
I think it's either that or they murder us.
There is an underground passage out in that big pond into the vortex. If you're interested in trying to swim.
That
Yeah, I
seems
don't
safe.
quite do the swim thing very well.
I mean, fair.
I think I trust Dimension Door more than the spinning pool of death.
Hmm.
Like, if they're going
And
to
then
kill
he-
us, maybe they at least try to kill us with the sister in the room that we might be able to talk to.
Talk to her while we're
Do
dying.
you, does anybody go look at the vortex at all, really? Besides just, oh, spinny death vortex?
I mean, as much time as we had. So I assume we were pondering and looking around while trying to figure out where we could go.
Everybody roll a perception check for me real quick. Just humor me. Adriel and Rich, you swear that for a brief moment, a bearded storm giant face forms in the vortex.
Yeah, that's different.
It is screaming and angry, but it is there for at least a moment.
Okay, you had me going to the pool until you said it was screaming and angry, and now I'm not so sure anymore.
Fun fact about the city of Maelstrom. Castle of Maelstrom, realm of Maelstrom. I'm not really sure.
Fun fact is...
So, dimension door or vortex?
Wait, what was the fun fact? I didn't hear it.
Oh, the storm giant who's in the vortex with the face in it is the fun fact.
Oh.
I mean, there's no one we recognize, right?
No. I don't think you've met any storm giants yet, though.
Just the ones who put us in the death trap.
I mean, I do
It's a
wish
very
we had
nicely
some
furnished
bigger
death
helm of,
trap.
telepathy. and mind reading.
Alas, she is gone. I think that's decision time, though. Dimension door or vortex?
I have a feeling messing with the vortex is an even less well thought out plan than the one we're going to do anyway.
I agree,
One we were
which is
originally-
why I think we should do the vortex.
I'm going to call the vortex plan B. Or A.5, anyway, knowing us.
You haven't seen what's in the throne room yet. Which is not meant to be ominous, it's just a statement of fact.
Look, how about this? We dimension door to the throne room. If things go bad, we'll dimension door into the vortex.
Alright, you know what? Sure.
I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
Nothing.
Counterspell.
Nothing could possibly go.
I mean, things have already gone wrong at this point. We've run into the exact wrong people. And they're definitely trying to murder us. I don't know what is
They don't seem to be in a hurry to do it, but...
Oh, how about this? If they try to murder us, like, if they come back, say we're going somewhere, and then try to murder us, we immediately dimension door into the other place.
It's an idea.
That seems pretty complicated.
It does.
And if we're going to dimension door, we should just go ahead and do it.
I mean, I've got your tokens all set up for the dimension door and the right area revealed and everything. I'm a fan of you guys.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of waiting for the Death Sisters. Let's just dimension door in and start talking. And we're gonna explain to her that what?
Good question. What are you tell her to stop her from killing you?
Number one, that they're all being deceived by a dragon in their court, and that her sisters are probably in on it. Or at least they were involved with her father going missing. So she can guess why we might not be apt to actually deal with them in fearing for our own lives. We might have to mention the Eye of the Allfather, too, because the Oracle told us all this shit. And also, if we pop in there and they say, look, they've come to kill you, then, like, we could have done that before. Why did we even talk to the older sisters?
That seems like something you could tell her.
Assuming she's there and assuming we get a chance.
Pretty much.
Alright. Do you want a dimension door?
Yeah, I think that's the best we're getting at this point with the limited information we have and what we need to do.
Alright.
Who's on the other side? Unless you guys want to deal with the getting murdered first. Or the almost getting murdered first and jumping away from it.
I mean, we can almost get murdered anywhere here, so might as well move forward. I'm sure they'll make a stab at it at some point.
Yeah, I think we're doing this. And if we TPK, well, we saw that coming.
All right. Well. All right.
Yeah, we're fucked.
So, you cast your dimension spells, your dimension door spells. You transport to where you thought the throne was. You teleport in front of 3 storm giants. One of them sitting on the throne. One of them a very angry-looking storm giant wearing full armor and carrying a very large trident. One of them looking a bit more sedate.
We've seen one of these before, haven't we?
I cannot confirm or deny that at this time. The one carrying the giant trident looks confused and then extremely alarmed by your entrance. And immediately hefts his trident and yells, "Assassins! Assassins in the throne room!"
We mean you no harm. We've come with a warning. I assume we haven't seen one of the trident. Have we seen the other one? Any of the others?
The one in front of the one sitting on the big throne is a younger looking storm giant. Looks pretty similar to the Death twins you met outside. Death sisters, they're not twins. But younger. She's wearing hide armor. She carries what looks like a big ass maul made from a warship. Mast. That's the word I'm looking for. Fuck, how did I forget that? The one to the left is looks kind of familiar. You might have met her before at some point.
Motherfucker! Oh, Inks is gonna glare daggers at that asshole.
I mean, before you do that, you still got the guy with the trident coming at you. You might want to deal with that first.
Yeah, Inks is immediately moving.
Who are you? Why have you come to the hall of her? Why have you come to this hall?
We come with a warning from the Oracle.
Which Oracle?
The Eye of the Allfather.
Roll persuasion. While you find that, I'm going to find where all of their character sheets went.
That's actually a 28.
He halts briefly. How did you go to the Eye of the Allfather? How did you find it? It's hidden to your kind.
Apparently he chose us. We walked into the mountains according to the directions we were given. Who gave us those directions anyway?
I assume we were led there by.
Wasn't it Harshnag?
That was
Yeah,
Harshnag.
Harshog led you there.
There is a traitor in your court.
Come now. The dragon. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Inks is staring straight at that one.
Whoops.
No, we saw her before.
Yeah. Whoops. The storm giant to the left of the queen leans in towards her. Sarissa, my dear, these little people can't be trusted.
And
Look.
neither can you, dragon.
It's just like your sister said. Their assassins come to kill you, probably hired by that damned Lord's Alliance.
I can prove to you that the one in front of you is a dragon.
Armith, hush. I want to hear what they have to say. You claim to have been to the Eye of the Allfather.
That we have.
Yes.
I see. How is it that you, small folk, managed to find it when we can't? How did you hear from the Allfather when he's fallen silent to all of us?
All we can say is that we had a guide to the Eye of the Allfather, and it gave us knowledge.
The reasons we were chosen were not given to us.
But you are being deceived.
Explain.
That Imrith, and she points that one, is a dragon.
What? How could you dare? Sarissa, this is merely a ploy. Our enemies are upon us even now. After your father's death, they just want more chaos in our court. How could I be a dragon?
I can prove it to you.
Did the Eye of the Allfather tell you that she is a dragon?
Yes, and we saw as she destroyed the guide that we had. She came to the eye and tried to destroy it. We had to run away from her. She turned into a blue dragon.
She's skeptical.
Allow me to prove it to you, please.
Proceed.
I'm going to hold out her pipe and subtle spell. Just give a slight wave and true seeing on her. See the truth with our own eyes.
You cast True Seeing on Sarissa?
Yeah.
Okay. Does True Seeing see through polymorph?
I don't think so. It is magic.
Hold on.
Does it depend? Does it depend on whether it's regular polymorph or true polymorph?
It gives the spell willing creature the ability to see things as they actually are.
For the duration, the creature has true sight, notices secret doors, and can see. Okay, what is true? course it's not in the SRD. 1 sec.
I wasn't relief that that's how it works, but if it doesn't, I have to change my plan. I would not do that. I assume if I know.
I was gonna try Moonbeam after this, but that requires her to fail a save.
Would Moonbeam show it?
Yes, it can. A creature with true sight can, out to a specific range, see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceives the original form of a shapeshifter or a creature that is transformed by magic.
You are correct. I just found that myself, actually. All right.
Thank God.
Where is that anyway? I couldn't find it.
185.
Also, you can see into the ethereal plane.
You can. And notice secret doors. That's neat. All right. So you walk up. You cast True Seeing upon the... Nope, that's the wrong character sheet for this. You cast True Seeing upon... You move to cast True Seeing. Sarissa is kind of freaked out by the fact that you're moving up towards her and trying to cast a spell.
Hence the subtle spell.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Like keeping your hands where it's not.
Hmm. 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 True Seeing does have significant material component, yeah?
Yeah, so I definitely had that. I got that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much. It's only 25 gold.
No, but like it has a material component that you would have to have out to cast.
Yeah, but it's an ointment made from mushrooms,
Yeah.
saffron, and that.
Right. No, I'm just rolling. Imrith is trying to see what the hell you're trying to do. She just rolled a 22 to notice and a 24 to figure out what spell you're trying to cast.
That's quick. How is she going to spell something that I'm not saying, though? It's still subtle.
Yeah, isn't it a reaction to determine what spell's being cast?
Hmm. 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 She's noticed that you're casting a spell because she rolled 22 to notice that you're doing that. To notice your ointment.
I will counter the. Can I do that? No, I can't. Damn it.
You can counter spells.
I don't have counter
She's
spell.
not.
Somebody does have a scroll. I know I got more than one.
Was it me that had the other
I gave
one?
it to you.
Probably. I'm reasonably certain you spread them out because that was a sensible thing to do.
You guys not learned counterspell yet?
It's not on the paladin list.
I haven't gained a level
Nobody
yet.
knows counterspell like natively in this party, apparently.
I got the scrolls because we haven't leveled up yet.
It's not on the
I
paladin
had
list.
fireballs to learn.
Alternatively, get yourself a rod of magic absorption.
God damn it.
Yeah. All right. So if somebody wants to cast counterspell against her counterspell, which I guess she needs to roll to actually counter your counterspell.
Nope. Oh, wait.
Yeah, she should have proficiency with this. which I'm reasonably certain does give her enough. But Rich, are you counterspelling her counterspell?
Absolutely.
All right.
Which should be automatic.
Yeah. So
Unless she bothered to upcast it, yeah.
Imrith, you are subtle spelling, but Imrith notices your quick pulling out of the ointment you need for true seeing, and frantically begins shouting a counterspell. Rich, however, noticing, shouts a counterspell of his own and stops Imrith from dispelling your true seeing.
Says quickly, and then she immediately steps back and shows that she means no harm in this.
What have you? She looks around frantically. What have you done to me? And then she turns to Imrith. What are you? She hops out of the. She kind of scrambles out of the chair away from Imrith, falling over the armrest of her of the Wormskull throne in an attempt to do so. Who are you? You're not.
Nix is gonna quickly get in a defensive stance and pretend to try to cast her if she tries to go at the at Sarissa. You can no longer deceive them, dragon. This is not your court.
Hmm. True enough, I suppose. Oh, but I was close. She gets up and just kind of begins walking out the back. The other storm giant is not quite sure what's happening. He's just standing by, guarding Sarissa.
Run up and try to grapple her.
You want to grapple the currently storm giant.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Try
The
to.
currently storm giant blue dragon.
Yes, this can only go well.
I do have a belt of giant strength. So I feel like I've at least got a chance.
Immediately downing one of those potions of lightning resistance.
Yeah, could everybody please roll initiative for me?
Ha!
Ah,
Sorry, it's being slow again.
alright.
Come on.
To make sure I'm using the right character sheet for Imrith. So we're gonna get rid of this lovely sedate background music. And I need something better. Alright, so Ox, you're up. You wanted to try and grapple the giant storm giant.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
go for it.
Yeah, I guess attack action. First attack's going to be a grapple attempt. It's not terrible. It's not good. Yeah.
It's not good enough.
I mean, I rolled 10 below what she did.
Yeah.
Let's go with a normal attack for the next one.
Okay. That will just hit her.
All right, and we'll slap a stunning strike on that.
Wow, yes!
Oh wait, no, she has a. She is proficient in con saves, so her modifier is a plus 50, not a plus 8.
Yeah.
Um.
All right. Well, bonus action, flurry of blows. Let's try grappling again.
All right.
Let's do this one more time.
That was an accident, by the way.
Oh, you don't want to do that? Okay.
Except now that would have been perfect, but
I feel like you should do that.
You already said he didn't want to, though.
yeah,
can
I
roll.
feel like if I'm going to do it, I would prefer to roll again, to be fair.
I'm fine with that.
Yes!
All right. Imrith, you punch Imrith, attempt to stun her. Kind of, ow! You kind of grab onto her and somehow manage to stop her from moving away from you any further.
All right, and that's all I can do. Actually, I still have movement left. I'm gonna drag her back this way.
All right.
All right, and that is it.
All right. Inks, what's up?
Hey guys, should I try to suggestion the dragon to look like itself?
I mean, you can. No one will stop you.
Actually, can I cone of cold without hitting anybody else?
I don't know. Can you? The giants are pretty big. Ox is pretty close.
I think this party already has a rule for that.
Shit happens.
Go for it. Fucking do it.
I'm pretty sure you could get closer, angle it so it's going down the hallway and missing both me and the other giant. If you move like here.
Oh, this wasn't on, damn it. Like, that arc would be close enough, right? It would just be... It's not like it's arching all the way out here. Are they suddenly moving?
Sorry, just repositioning. Don't worry about it. The Imperador and Sarissa are pretty shook.
Yeah, it's understandable. I feel like from this angle I should avoid being able to get Ox with how big Amaranth is.
Yeah. Go for it.
Just doing that and then running the hell back. And I'm gonna put... Yeah! Yes! Disadvantage on that shit.
That worked nicely. Suggest no more con saving throws, though.
Yeah.
She has to roll a 3 to hit your con save.
Yeah.
She rolled a 1.
I'm thinking you used up that one.
That's just like pointing like her wand, like, that's for Harshdog, you bitch! And then running back.
Alright,
Cover by...
Adriel, what do?
Back there.
Yeah, I will move to there. I will cast. Oh yeah.
That's an odd choice of spell.
This is a good spell. It is, however, my action.
Yes. Alright. Neat. Do you have any bonus action-y things you'd like to do?
No.
Remind me what Crusader Mantle does? Is it immunity to fear and
No,
1d4
it's
radiant?
everybody in the radius who isn't hostile to me gets plus 1d4 radiant damage on each attack.
Okay. So I had the
Weapon
1d4
not spell
I had
attack.
the 1d4 radiant. I just added immunity to fear for it for some reason.
No, that's Paladin 10.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Is that all you want to do?
Also,
Though?
that Cone of Cold should have +5 damage to that. Or +6 damage,
That is
actually.
what I'm doing this round.
Okay. All right. Rich, you're up. $12 will miss. A 28 will hit. Both 28s will hit. Okay. So that is
And that-
14.
And the hex will be against strength.
Okay. So that's 14, 23, 27. All right. Some crackling beams of Eldritch Force scatter against Imrith, do some damage to her, and she is hexed. It is now her turn. She looks at you all, curses you all out in, oh, you speak Draconic, don't you, Adriel?
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes, okay, we have multiple people who speak Draconic. She basically calls you a bunch of fucking meddlers, and that she would have succeeded at her goal of, at her
Meddling
goals
small
if,
people.
Telling kids
If you
the
had-
cursed Warforged.
if you hadn't. And,
And we basically removed her cloud giant mask to reveal the dragon underneath.
That wasn't old lady Imrith at all.
she drops her shape change and turns into an ancient blue dragon. Hello, everyone. She
You shouldn't have destroyed the best beard in the entire universe, you bitch.
You shouldn't have destroyed my fun, bitch.
Like there's like a snapping war back and forth.
All right. So she is going to move, take the
can.
opportunity attacks. Sorry. Oh yeah, she's still grappled. She is still grappled. All right. All right. You know what? Let's enjoy this for a second. She is going to. Can I? How many of you guys can I get with a single lightning blast? Ah, you've done sensible things like spaced yourselves out and
Yay!
made it
Took
more
the
difficult
potion.
to hit you all.
I think you can get 2, and that's about it. Unless you want to go for the giants first. But they're still shocked.
Their storm giants are probably resistant, right?
All right. So. Yeah. Fuck it. Imrith's going to use her frightful presence. Could everybody please make wisdom saves? Okay.
Let me use inspiration on that one.
Okay. You still fail, I think.
Really?
DC 20. It's a DC 20. It's in the frightful presence descriptor. I put it up for you.
Ah. Okay.
This is an ancient dragon. It bears repeating. So, Rich and Flint, you are both frightened. Adriel, you call on the magic of your black dragon mask to overcome your fear, fortunately. Ox, you're just hardcore enough to fucking tank it, basically.
This is fun!
Ooh, pretty dragon. Nice blue color. Unfortunately, she's then going to do a thing to you.
I like things.
Do you?
I
Do you
mean,
like things?
It doesn't matter what she does. I can survive for at least 9 rounds.
Do you like that thing?
I'll take it.
And those-
Actually, she has disadvantage on the bite. Cloak of displacement.
Right. Uh, here. So these are all the same modifier to hit. So I'm just going to reuse these numbers for each of them. So that's a 24 and a 29 for the bite.
Okay. After the first hit, it's no longer a disadvantage.
Okay. Does the 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So the 20 misses.
The 20 actually hits at the.
Okay. So she bites you and then takes a pair of slash attacks at you.
Okay.
And yeah. That is.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
You did challenge the angry ancient dragon.
Yeah.
Because she's a
Uh,
bitch.
she is a bitch. Who's the bitch now?
Still you.
Come in.
Yeah, pretty
Come
sure
in
it's still
here
you.
trying to fight me. I'll show you who the bitch is. It's gonna be you. And she leans in real threatening to Ox. You'll be the first bitch.
Okay. Well,
Like, Ox, hold on.
start off with
Please
bonus
go.
action, activate my tank form. And
Okay.
then for action, I'm going to try and knock her prone. Shuffle
Okay.
up her. Jesus. I don't even think that can fail that.
Even with the, yeah.
Alright.
It
And we'll try it
can.
one more time. Ha!
Okay, she can theoretically beat that. No.
It doesn't get much better than that. Okay, so she's now prone. And I'm also going to drag her over here behind the throne.
Okay. That's fine with her. She does not she actually does not fight you dragging her over
Don't
there.
bring her closer to the.
To the giants in an attempt to convince them to hit her? Yes, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, so you somehow, after grabbing Imrith and holding her in place briefly, you manage to drag her behind the thing. So at the end of your turn, she's going to start beating her wings real hard. Adriel, you're within 15. You're within 15 feet of the dragon. I need both you and Ox to make dexterity saving throws. Oh, holy shit. All right. You made it. All right, Adriel, so you fail the dex save. You don't take damage at all if you
Yeah.
dodge this.
Wow.
It's only if you fail. So, Adriel, you take the bludgeoning damage from the attack, and you are knocked prone. Ox, you manage to dodge the flailing of winds and the gust of wind that they create. Okay. And you're still up. Still grappling.
Yep.
believe
Also,
it's Inks' turn.
For the record, knocking prone wouldn't break grapple. Only knocking away does.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
It was just something fun to do to you guys. All right, Inks, it's your turn.
If I mentioned that you should probably spread out.
Yeah, Inks is frightened, so technically. Actually. Damn it! You guys had to be that far away, didn't you?
Yeah, you can't move closer.
So I can't fucking haste you. Thanks, guys.
It's okay.
Let's see. Yeah. I mean... eh. Is it big enough that I can get some darkness over its head? Or do I know dragon-wise that it can see through it or not?
Roll a nature check.
Hope all your nature facts are useful, Ox.
Some variations of dragons are known to have blind sight. You are not sure if blue dragons in particular are known to have it.
They don't have antlers. They don't have radar.
Yeah, Inks, what are you doing for your turn?
Disadvantage hold monster.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yes!
Nice cutting words.
I may be scared of you, but you can still suck it.
Okay, they're not listed on her sheet for whatever reason, but she is going to choose to succeed.
But it should be 3 a day, right?
Oh, it absolutely is. Like, it makes reference to it in her shape change feature. It just, for whatever reason, they didn't make it onto the Roll20 sheet.
Seems like an important thing for them to leave out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fortunately, that's all I got.
Okay.
We need some more gods, Your Majesty.
Adriel, what do?
15 feet to stand up. Move there. 2 attacks.
Also, can I save
You'll
out
have
of the frightful
advantage
presence?
on your attacks because she's prone.
She is prone. Ah.
Yeah, dropping a 3rd level card on that.
All right.
Or Divine Smite.
Oh, can I saving throw against that frightful presence?
I believe so. Yes, you repeat the save at the end of each your turn. So make another wisdom save.
That's 45 damage.
Still not good enough.
Damn it.
The DC is 20. The second
Come on,
attack
I will
miss.
drop. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot something. 6 more radiant, so 51 total. Mixture of radiant and slashing.
It's magical.
Piercing.
It's magical piercing.
Oh god, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I assume so. You're level 11. There's no excuse, but figured I'd make sure. All right. So she screams in pain as you get a good hit in on her neck.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy paladin of Bahamut! You'll be the next bitch.
Did the blue dragon learn a new word today?
And I was like, bitch.
Were you really? And we proceed to mark her cursing us. In the middle of a fight.
Yeah. Rich, you're up.
What is this blue thing next to me?
I believe that's a pool of water. Let me find the right book to verify that.
If it's not water, it's something very interesting.
It almost looks like there's like a serpent or something coming out of it.
Also, what the hell are these assholes doing back here?
They're outside the doors,
Oh.
and they are under very strict orders not to come in.
Has, like, Sarissa said anything?
She's kind of still in shock. It's been
Wow.
less than 15 seconds since her world basically came crashing down.
That's fair.
Did we catch the name of the trident guy?
I don't think so.
Sure. That's Imperator
Furiosa.
Uther.
Anyway, I'd probably yell at the Imperator, Imperator, destroy it! I'm going to attempt to shake him out of his reverie.
Okay. Yeah, he was gonna come in next turn anyways, but he looks shook.
Well,
Come in eventually.
do we have to save all the dragons here, or all the giants here?
You don't have to save anyone. It's up to you guys.
Fuck it, let's go.
It's kind of our job at this point.
Yeah,
Don't view it as saving
Rich,
giants. View it as beating the shit out of a mean dragon.
what are you doing, Rich?
So I hope the people that are feared remember to do their saving throws. Yes.
I did, and I just barely didn't make it.
Oh yeah, the pool next to you is a 50-foot deep pool of seawater.
All right. I guess I will hold tight.
You are at range, so all of those have disadvantage. She's still prone.
He is disadvantaged from being frightened anyway.
That too. So all of those miss. Unfortunately. You do not make your wisdom save against fear.
You probably want to back up even more, though.
Oh, shit. I completely forgot about her legendary actions. After Rich's turn, she's going to use a legendary action to attempt to... She's going to try and tail whip Ox.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Wow.
Yeah. The disadvantage saved you from a crit. So...
I feel like we probably should just let her go, even though she's a bitch.
So, are
I
you
can still survive 10 more hits.
Fucking monks.
Yeah, I'm at 9 health and 9 key. So I can still survive 10 more hits.
Wow.
God, I hate you.
I haven't even begun to recharge.
So should I heal you then?
How much can you heal for?
Not much.
Anything less than 1 or first max isn't really worth the effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
I mean, like, if you can heal me for, like, 15 or more, it would probably be worth it. But
Yeah,
not right this
no.
exact moment. But if it's less than that, it will literally do nothing.
That's kind of why I didn't go with Aura Vitality, because it's about 7 points a pop.
Yeah.
It was like, meh. Whereas I feel like those D4s, if you flurry, is going to add the fuck up. Especially if these other giants get involved.
I can't flurry. I need to save my key for surviving.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have something for healing a bunch of people, but I feel like that's better off holding off on.
Yeah, you might want to save that for the moment. I mean, like I said, I can literally survive at least 10 more hits. I'll be just fine, at least for the moment. In like 2 rounds, I might be about to die.
Seriously, how the fuck do dragons not have proficiency in athletics?
Why would they need it? They're just strong.
They are, but like fucking ancient blue dragons are proficient in stealth, but not athletics. Why the fuck?
For what it's worth, I'm thinking of taking my next class level in Rogue to get expertise in athletics. It's either that or Barbarian to get Rage.
Of course you are.
Because Rage does stack with martial arts. Does Rage stack with martial arts? Yeah.
Yeah, especially since I'm well, it stacks as long as you're using strength.
Yeah.
But since I got the belts of giant strength, yes, I'm
Yeah.
using strength.
Uh,
And then
You'd have to
Rage would
use
give
the
me
monk on
advantage on athletics as well as resistance to all this fucking bullshit. Yeah. I'm leaning more towards Barbarian.
What about this?
I'm thinking how I'm going to multi-class after this, assuming I'm still alive.
Yeah.
that is a bold assumption.
I can still survive like 3 rounds. It'll be fine. Hopefully by then the giants will step in and actually do things.
That's like a 10-foot bar, right?
Wait.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to work out some geometry so that I can hit both you and Rich at the same time with a lightning breath.
I don't
That's
think there's
how
a
people have
reasonable
potions.
way to pull that off.
Sorry?
I don't think there's a reasonable way to pull that off, unless you can fire from a back corner, which
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm like
Uber
in that
cheap.
corner.
Like pool shot it and ricochet it off the walls.
Alright, alright. Well, yeah, because I can't move to adjust. Otherwise, I could.
Oh, grappling. You're so much fun.
I hate you. I just thought I'd like put that out there. I do hate you.
Do we just go like straight
alright.
to the main boss fight if we kill Imrith?
Oh, you
Oh,
know what? Instead of shoving, I should have step of the wind, run 50 feet up, and then dropped her.
Wow.
If you manage to kill her, it will be annoying, but it will not be the end of the world. That is still
Well, I mean, that's
big...
good. That's what we're trying to prevent.
That is true.
All right. Let's do a thing. I like things. Who doesn't like things? How many scrolls of counterspell did you guys have? Remind me.
I have 2.
I think they each had 2.
That sounds right.
And
Rich has used 1.
So, Adriel, Inks, sup?
Hi.
How do you feel about lightning?
I took my potion.
You did.
Not a huge fan, but
So, lightning begins to crackle around Imreth's jaws as she rears her head back in a fashion similar to what you saw her do against you guys in Harshnag before. And she
that bitch.
fires a giant blast of lightning that's going to hit Adriel and Inks. Please make dexterity saving throws. That is not good enough.
hold on.
The DC is 23.
I know.
A 22,
Oh my
despite
God.
being a 20.
Does a crit not auto-succeed for saves?
No, it's only
Okay.
for attack.
Fuck.
Well, because a natural 1 is still an automatic failure for saves, right?
No.
Nope.
Really?
Crits and crit fails are only for attack rolls in 5e, if I recall correctly.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't use saves that much.
I'm just looking to see if I have anything. I do not.
All right. So,
Yep,
Inks,
counterspell that.
you take a lot of lightning damage.
47.
Adriel,
yay.
you also take a lot of lightning damage. I don't think you're in massive damage danger. Quite.
I am. But that's even at half. I would be down if I had taken that full thing.
Oh yeah, no. Adriel basically just went down.
How did that hit you around the corner?
Fuck.
It's 10.
She would have cover.
You don't get I don't think you get cover from a dex save.
You do.
You do if it's high enough.
It's like +2, but
Well, keep in mind, as you're doing that, it would have to be at least like that to go through Adriel.
Yeah. Is that half cover +2 to dex saves, or just +2 to AC? Because it's it's a 10-foot wide ray. It's not like a 5-foot wide one. It's 10 feet wide.
Yeah, half cover gives +2 to dex saves.
All right, so you do
I
make your
make it!
dex save.
But I still take. Oh, do I take half of half then?
You take half.
And then your resistance halves it. Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you take a
So
quarter.
you take a quarter of 94 instead of half of 94. All right. So Adriel's down. Ox, you're up. The Imperator has been roused from his dicking about and looks as if he's ready to fight. Unfortunately, he is last in initiative. Ox, you're up. What do you want to do?
Start punching the dragon right in the eye.
Okay, 2 of those will hit. First 2 hit.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Is the aura down?
Yes. The radiant damage aura is down. Adriel is down.
I'm trying to decide if I want to drag the dragon anywhere further. I think that's good. All right, I'm done.
All right, cool. Inks, what are you up to?
Let's see. Well, Ox looks like shit, right?
Ox is at 1 health.
Yeah, and Adriel's
Ox
down.
is at 9 health and still has 9 key points. Ox is fine for a round or two.
Doesn't your thing keep you at 1?
Yeah, I haven't used it yet.
Really? Could have sworn you used it when. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, I've been dropped to 9 health so far. I mean, if you're looking at the green bar, there's not a whole lot of difference between 1 and 9, but I am still up. But yeah, I have key points to spare, at least for the moment. So, like when I say I can keep myself alive for 2 rounds, I mean even if she hits me with every single attack and a bunch of legendary actions, I can still live for like 2 rounds. We do have a time limit on that 2 rounds, though.
Yeah. Problem is, I can't do anything. I can't get closer.
Do you rerolled your save, or is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of the turn.
Yeah, end of turn.
At this point, I can just like try an ice storm all the way back and not hit you guys, but
can you? I mean, if you can hit the ice storm in this back hallway, that'll still catch the dragon without hitting us. Can you?
That's what I'm trying.
I know you can't move closer. Could you like Misty Step closer? Does that count?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's moving It's moving closer, right? So
I think that would. You could go either way with that because you're not using your movement.
Yeah.
At this point, would also getting closer to Rich be considered closer?
no, I think that's a parallel move.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still technically maintain the same distance as Roll20 measures it, so
Okay.
Right.
you're not getting closer.
So, getting closer to Rich might not be a great idea in general.
Yeah. It's mostly just being able to see all the way back there to put an ice storm far enough that you guys don't get hit.
Oh, I mean, like you could step forward, like 10 feet and then go back into cover.
That was my thought, whether, like, how far ahead I'd have to move to be able to stay in cover.
Well, I mean, again, as you're the same distance from the dragon along that line, you're going to be the same distance from the hallway from that line, no matter what.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're looking at
Can I
75
sit
feet,
back
no matter
there
where
and
you
do
are.
that? Enough to
I
hit the
mean-
dragon, but nobody else.
Again, as long as you've got enough range, should be fine.
I got 300 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I start with a lot of range.
Hey, man. Spell sniper and the distant magic attack from the next village over. Still not as fun as the 3.5 village nukes.
Man, shit today, though. Yeah, no.
Yep. She takes 11 damage.
Get back into cover.
You might want to move a little bit farther, like another 5-foot step.
Back into the cubby.
Get yourself some full cover.
Yeah.
Oh, and I get to make my save, even though I probably won't make it.
Well, that's
So
tilting.
God damn it!
That's a tilter right there.
I need the opposite of cutting words.
All right. You mean bardic inspiration?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, but the problem is I can't do that reactionary.
You have to do it proactionary. Hey, Adriel, you are up. Roll your death save.
Can you or hold an action while you're down?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no on that.
Okay.
Yeah, readying in action is something you have to do on your turn.
All right. So you fail.
Yep.
Rich, you are up.
Fragile.
Whee!
Hey, you're up.
And fortunately, I'm afraid this is not going to go well.
What's not gonna go well?
Well, I mean, just getting Adriel up. If she then can't move the fuck away or do something to not take more damage.
Distant fucking age.
It's not Adriel's turn, though.
I know, and that's the problem.
Oh, hold on. Rich still has his action.
That's true. Proceed, Rich. Sorry.
Dominate person doesn't work on dragons, does it?
They're not people. By which I mean they're not
Dominate
humanoids.
monster.
Racist.
I mean, they aren't.
Ooh, I can't do this though.
Ooh.
at the very. Oh, range is out. Nope, never mind. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Also, I don't think that would help.
Yeah, she's already prone.
And grappled.
Yeah.
Right, but the only thing I could do on his turn is make an action to save.
Ah.
Hmm.
That would potentially help. If you could get close enough.
You are still frightened, though.
Right, so I know I can't move closer, which is why I'm saying that's not going to work, which is unfortunate.
Ooh, at the end of your turn, Imra's gonna do that. Sorry, I need to stop cutting you off. Please do the thing.
Let's do that thing, even though I'm sure it's not going to help.
It could.
Yeah, I feel like dragons are probably pretty wise.
Yeah, they dabble.
At least save against the fear.
Yeah. So
Rich, you should also move into cover.
I like that because then I can still do shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like on your turn, you can get out of cover and then go back in.
Right, but I was worried about getting outside of range, but because it's just moving sideways, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So good call.
It looks like you can still cutting words from there too.
All right. So you are fully in cover. So Imrith cannot blast you.
Can I try to taunt the dragon into blasting?
You can try on your turn. But at the end of Rich's turn, she's gonna do that wing attack thing again. So I need both you and Adriel to make dexterity saves for me. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
So-
okay, you beat the dex save.
Hold on. With, if you don't take damage on a save,
Mhm.
and I have evasion, do I even need to make this save?
Can you still fail the save?
Yeah, but oh,
Evasion is specific for dex saves to only take half.
yeah, that's true. Also, that shouldn't have been with advantage, so I should have taken that.
Okay, so take that 15 damage.
I am at 1, and I have 8 key points. Yeah.
All right.
And back down.
Adriel's back down again. All right. Fuck. I'm tempted to try and break your grapple. Because Rich,
Let the
yeah,
damn
Rich.
dragon break the grapple at this point.
Sorry.
I mean, I feel like if the dragon breaks the grapple at this point, she's gonna come for the two of you.
Given that the giants aren't a threat.
Hmm.
I can at least
So you two are basically. So you two are basically in full cover, yes?
I sure hope so.
Okay. Does that mean you can't see the dragon?
I would assume so.
Neat.
I don't like where that's going.
Fuck.
Ah, ah.
Oh my god, where this is going either.
Let me check one thing to see if the giants can do something. I don't think they can.
It's alright. Hit me with your strongest spell. I can take it.
Never say that. Ever. Never say that.
I mean, if you insist, I was kind of wondering whether or not to do this to you.
God damn it. Oh, fuck.
Wait, what?
That's its strongest spell.
I don't care for that.
I'm not willing, though.
Oh, no, it's not teleporting you.
Oh, okay.
It's teleporting itself.
Alright, well, there's nothing I can do
Fuck
about that.
fucker.
See, I was thinking like a damaging spell, because actually a damaging spell would be less effective than just hitting me 3 times. Like, even the lightning blast would have been better for me than getting hit 3 times.
But it does neither of those things.
I know.
The dragon, Imrith, spotting that both of your casters are out of sight, and therefore unable to counterspell it, mutters some words, gestures with a claw, and vanishes from your hands.
I stagger over to Adriel and
That
started
bitch.
playing first aid.
But also, Adriel's down again, so maybe a little bit better. Also, is
It's
the
fine.
fear gone now?
I'm here to
Oh
help.
yeah, you're no longer feared.
I'll patch her wiring and weld her wounds.
That-
Oh no.
Peek around with a frown.
But yeah, seriously, going to stabilize Adriel.
All right.
Stabilize Adriel.
I mean,
do you want us to make medicine checks, or
I figured
can just cast a
Rich,
heal?
Rich is just gonna hit him with a cure spell.
Don't
You're up.
worry about it.
Is everyone alright now?
Ish.
I've been better. So,
Oh, that was so stupid, but I really, really hate her.
I guess she got away. Rats.
It's probably
Just
for the
frowns
best.
and turns to the storm giants and Sursa. I am very sorry, but this had to be done.
No, that's okay.
And she thinks for a moment, like, oh, also, I'm very sorry about this. And she points to herself and just waves a hand. I'm sure you understand why I try not to go out like that. Because she has true sight.
That is much less shocking than my good friend being revealed as a dragon like that. I don't mind. You're all little people to me. I'm sorry, is that rude?
No, that is actually far kinder than I've heard from many. Thank you, and I'm sorry.
Imperator? Would you go arrest my sisters, please? Tell the guests to leave. I arrest them, explain what's happened to them, confine them. The Imperator nods. At once, my lady. And leaves the room.
We are very sorry for all this.
It's all right. I suppose I should thank you. You've shown me something terrible that was directly under my nose.
Wish we
Thank
could
you.
have done more than that, but
Well, don't worry. We'll find her again. Of that, I have no doubt. You've been to the Eye of the Allfather, yes? That was true?
Yes.
Have you news of my father? Where is he? Where is he alive?
We're of the belief that he is alive.
Oh, thank goodness.
He seemed to have been out of range of any sort of divination, however, but we may have a clue. At least a vague one.
Sarissa settles into one of the smaller thrones around the bigger one. Continue, please.
Trying to find the notes from that. There was a talk that a group known as the Kraken Brotherhood had some sort of king locked away somewhere. That's what we got, right? It was Kraken Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember whether there was anything more specific than that.
Well, at least it's not the Lord's Alliance. I tried to tell Father for years that they were trustworthy. Now all this talk that they were the ones. Do you know where they're keeping Father? Where we can find him?
not
I
for
remember
certain.
yeah, I'm trying to remember from what notes we had. There might be someone who knows. I think that's all. That's the information we got, right? Was that it involved that guy in Yartar. So there's a lead, but nothing concrete just yet.
When my father disappeared, they found my mother's body. On one of the islands above. Another giant found this, and she reaches into a pocket in her armor and pulls out a small wooden coin with a golden goose on it. I hope it helps you. Well, one of you should have noted it down on your inventory sheet.
Yeah.
You definitely have one.
Ha. Who has that?
I do not.
The what?
The golden goose coin from the floating casino.
Was I up doing the sneaky sneak?
That was when you did the sneaky sneak, yes.
Like, did I find it while doing that, or was it somebody else, or did they get that while gambling?
Oh, I'm pretty sure one of you guys got it while gambling.
I was definitely gambling a bit.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Ha!
Aha! You dig into the bottom of your, there you go. You dig into the bottom of your bag of holding and triumphantly pull out a golden goose chip that matches almost exactly the one that Queen Sarissa shows you.
And that was from the place in Yortar Casino.
So it
That
was
must be
him.
where.
Wonderful. We were
Find
right
him.
there. We didn't know.
You were.
We did move his boat.
Adventurers, I do not know you. You don't know me, but please find my father. My mother's gone, my sisters are mad, my best friend is a dragon. If he's still alive, he's all I have. Please find him for me.
Believe us, we wish to find him as much as you do, if only to at least bring some peace between us again.
Oh, he'll do that. Better than I can.
And our apologies for running in here without at least saying our names. I'm Inks. Sorry.
I am Queen Sarissa of the Storm Giants. I reign instead of my father, King Hector.
Well, it is very nice to meet you, and we will certainly do our best to bring your father back.
Thank you.
I was like, folds one arm, thinks for a moment, smokes. Glances to Adriel. So, do we find the Lord again?
It seems so. I'm inclined to take the directorate before anyone gets prepared. And she looks herself up and down. Well, as soon as we can.
If you desire shelter, I'll have Uther actually prepare proper rooms for you. If you'll follow me a moment.
Oh, so you heard about that.
Well, I've known my sisters for a very long time.
Yes, of course.
They've only gotten worse since father left. So this lovely little room here contains a teleportation circle that Sarissa can use to send you anywhere. If you'd like to rest up, I'll send you on your way as soon as you're ready. Now, I'll dig up some things for you from the treasury as well. I imagine Father won't be too cross with me for giving them away, if they make sure that he comes back safe and sound.
We are most appreciative of the help.
I assume you know the way to your room. Yes? She smiles a little bit.
Inks thinks a moment. Peers out. We at least saw down into this hole, right?
Yeah.
Because we did kind of come up suddenly without going all the way from one to the other.
Very fair. Tug, Cog! The two ogres from outside the door come in. Show these people, these adventurers. Adventurers? Heroes.
Sure.
Inks just smiles at that.
Their rooms.
Inks will give a nod and a bow to her. And, also, that will last about an hour, and she gestures to her eyes. Just in case there's anything else hiding.
Thank you. I'll see you in a bit.
Give another curtsy and head out. Come along, let's get you all patched up.
Right.
All right. So you can head back to your room. 8 hours later, do you want to go back and see Sarissa and just get on the way?
Are we actually going straight to...
She import you straight to Yartar.
So is that where we think we'll definitely figure this out? Should we talk about what we need to figure out at this point? And how we intend to get, well, I guess, Richard, you have your lady friend, the Lady of Yartar, right? She can help us.
I'm not sure if I call her my lady friend, but yes, she would probably be willing to help us.
Thanks, just smirks. You sell yourself short, darling. But that's good. So do we know that she went back to Yartar?
That who went back to Yartar?
The Lady of Yartar. Or is she still in,
Unclear at this time.
I guess if anything, there is also a magic circle in Yartar.
There is.
So we can get back to Waterdeep if we need to. Or Neverwinter. Alright, so to Yartar then?
Seems like the best place to start.
About as good a place as any.
All right. I'm gonna rush this a tad because I have a couple things due at midnight that I need to finish. So I did an experiment with rolling for magic items that you guys got, and I rolled a 100.
Oh shit.
So Sarissa managed to dig out for you guys a Tome of Understanding, an Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location, and what was the last one? And a Circlet of Blasting.
So I will say I already have one of those amulets. So if one of y'all wants it.
So you're the obvious choice. Does it require attunement?
Yes.
Alright.
I have so much damn attunement.
Does anybody else use wisdom?
No.
That's
So
okay.
I could use the tome of
Yeah.
understanding.
Yeah.
Take it.
You go for it.
Love
Uh,
wisdom.
and Circle of Blessing, I think, requires attunement too.
So
Give it to the cat.
The cat's, I assume, on the air cat on the flying castle.
Just living it up like a fucking king.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
As he deserves for putting up with our shit.
Alright. So Sarissa meets you all morning, presents you with these lovely magic items she dug out of the treasury. Oh, they're merely some trinkets. But I hope they'll be very useful to you.
These should be very helpful. Thank you, Your Majesty.
She nods her head to you. Now, the teleportation circle awaits, if you please. Oh. She pulls out another sending stone.
Inks just eyes it slightly. Here we go.
We, which is to say Uthor and I, will be spending our time trying to hunt down Imrith. I figured it'd be best if you knew when we found her.
Certainly, I'd quite like to know that.
She extends a hand with a sending stone to you.
Take it. Thank you.
Yanks would be looking at it slightly warily, but just okay. This should be okay.
All right. I'll let you know. Be safe.
And you as well.
She escorts you to the teleportation grotto, bows her head. The grotto begins to faintly glow around you all. And with a flash of light, you find yourselves on the docks in Yartar. Or wherever else you want to be in Yartar. And I think that's where we'll end for tonight.
Okay.
Cool.
Woo.
So yes, level 12.
Woo!
Congratulations, you survived an ancient dragon.
Barely.
Yeah. She is a lot tankier than I realized. Ah,
Oh, it's feet level.
yes. Feet, ASI. Yeah, fuck. Of course you're doing that.
Who
Are you
needs
gonna
a
pick
feat
up
when you can
Rogue?
get rage?
Are you picking up Rogue for level 13?
No. I'm gonna hit think at least Barbarian 4, and then if we're still playing these characters, I might try Rogue.
Okay. Now the current plan is to end you guys around level 15.
Okay. I mean, expertise would be nice, but that's literally the only thing I would get out of Rogue. Whereas continuing Barbarian will give me either Tome of the Bear or one of the ones from Xanathar's.
Right. Right. Oh, fuck. You're going to be a bear barbarian, aren't you?
It's either that one or the one from Xanathar's that lets me, when I hit somebody, they get disadvantage on hitting anybody other than me.
Is that Ancestral
yes.
Guardian?
Ancestral Guardian.
Yeah.
That's
I haven't
what
decided
Paladins
which
do.
one yet. I mean, Rage in it itself gives you resistance to mundane damage, which would have helped against the dragon a lot, since that's where like 90% of the damage I took that fight came from.
I feel like... Are their claws not magical for... Really? Really? Are their weapons not magical? 1 sec, I need to check this.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised either way.
I mean, I mean, they might be magical, but I mean, they're still slashing, aren't they? So wouldn't Rage still give you resistance?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Rage doesn't care about magical or not.
Yeah. It's basically Tome of the Bear just gives you resistance against elemental damages.
Yeah, it gives you resistance against everything but psychic. I remember.
Yeah.
I definitely remember intentionally making things that did psychic damage in Out of the Abyss.
Yeah,
To be fair, things that do psychic damage fit very well in Out of the Abyss.
Oh, they did. It was just I explicitly had to make things that made psychic damage, or there was just no way I could kill fucking Ned. God, I hated him. I hate a lot of your characters.
I only had one goal in mind for him when I made him, and apparently I did a very good job of it.
You did. You did. Things would be so much easier if you all would just agree to die.
None of us are edge lords.
No, that's true. None of you are very edgy.
Just wait till the next characters.
Oh god.
Necromancer.
Oh boy.
It's happening.
Still not gonna be edgy.
Boy. All right. So I need to finish up my master's applications, which are due in like 2 hours.
Yes, go do the thing.
I'm gonna go.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Yes.
Have fun.
Okay. Yep. See you guys. See you next week.
Later.
So does